Natalie, welcome to my house. Come on in. So we started the process several years before we actually built the house because my husband and I had been planning a town upstairs. And I don't really think there's a reason for the town other than that's just what we wanted. The telephone booth that we have here is actually the whole inspiration behind the town. Is we wanted the phone booth that you could go in and change your clothes. And so if you look, the back wall of the phone booth is actually a bathroom. And the phone really works. We're in our game room right now, and it was inspired by Monopoly. My husband had a little eBay habit, and over the years, he had amassed about 250 sets. And so when I designed the game room, I said, we'll put some on display. We use this room mostly for poker. I love a tournament, so this is the perfect place to do it. This is the movie theater. Come on in. Really, we use the theater for not only watching movies, but we love to play Rock Band, which is why there's a second screen up here, because when you're having a rock concert, you want to face your audience. And then the stage is someplace that the kids can play, and all their costumes and playthings are back there so they can put on a show if they want to. Come on down, let me show you the kids' rooms. The slide was one of the things that we had thought of from day one. We needed a 10-foot slide, but those are very, very difficult or have to be custom made, which means that's way out of my budget. So what we did was we ended up putting a playhouse up at the top, so that brings the top of the slide down about 3 feet, so that then we could use a standard slide. And now it's even more fun because now there's a playhouse attached as well. Let me take you over to the boat room. This room was kind of unique because it was 2 stories tall, and I was trying to figure out what to do with all that space, and I came up with the idea of doing a sail that would go all the way to the ceiling and use up that space visually, and then of course it needed to have a boat at the bottom. Now we're here where the boys actually sleep. Instead of shopping for kids' furniture and that type of thing that I might be worried about or might break over time, I went to the hardware store, and these are all tool chests. But then the shelving is also from the hardware store, as well as garage type storage, things that you would normally find in the garage. And the cool thing about it is it's a lot cheaper and it's very, very sturdy. My personal favorite thing, and probably the whole house, is the Craftsman tool bench where the sink sits in the bathroom. We designed a way so that kids could get from the second floor to the 3rd floor without ever being in jeopardy of falling more than about 18 inches. Each of the kids' rooms have a way to get to the 3rd floor playroom, but we needed a way for adults to get up to the 3rd floor. So we put in a spiral staircase, and this is kind of just kids' space central. There's a big pit of balls at the top of all these mazes that are up here at the top of the climbing structure from the boys' rooms. Whatever gets left out up here. In fact, I don't even come up here to make them clean it up, which is kind of amazing in itself. That's the tour. Bye.